Well, first of all, we have to improve on both sides of the ball. Offensively, we were 43 out of 58 in the country last year with only 8.8 goals a game, and then defensively we were 30th out of 58. So a little bit better defensively, but still not good enough to get us into that top part of the division like we're hoping for. So it's an overall getting better on both sides of the ball, I think, more than anything else. So coming back, we've got two guys who are all conference, Jack Van Arb and Carson Buell. So they're going to be a couple good middies for us, obviously. Guys who put up a high number of points. They were our top two scorers last year. We've got a couple of really strong seniors, A.J. Gogan and Morgan Baker, both who have started all 4 years of their careers here. So we're really looking at them to have an impact as returners also on that midfield line. In terms of attacks, Nick Schultz and Josh Jenks both put up a lot of minutes last year at the attack position. So all those guys we're going to be depending on a lot, as well as senior Alex Petsos, our face-off specialist, who was actually a preseason All-American last year. Connor McClellan is going to be a 3-year starter for us. He's kind of going to anchor that defensive end for us. And then the entire starting midfield is back. So Andy Matthews and Austin Sopp and Lucas Brush are all returners. We got really lucky this summer. We had a couple kids that we had been recruiting who were up at Boston University, Clay Phillips and Justin Diamond. We've got some pretty good freshmen. Evan Shimmick, who was on the state finalist. They ended up losing to Lake Highland Prep in the finals, but he's looking like he might be one of our new defensemen who's going to play a lot. Zach Gary, who played a little bit last year, is a sophomore now. Another Florida kid that we expect to jump in and claim maybe that other spot. And then we've got Adam Strobel from the state champions Lake Highland Prep, who's long stick midi. He's probably going to back up Matthews. And we also have Clark Rogers, who transferred in from SMU, and he's a nice player as well. So we've got a lot of depth finally for once. It's something that we haven't had before. It's a pretty aggressive schedule. We've got a couple teams who were ranked in the preseason poll. So one of those teams is Lindenwood. We're going to be playing that weekend of spring break for us in late February. So we're flying out to St. Louis to play them. They're a preseason top 10 team, and they were actually in the tournament last spring. Another team is Mount Olive. They're up there in North Carolina. They're preseason number 12. So those are two pretty big games for us. So that's going to be the second week of the season. So between Mount Olive and Lindenwood, and Coker College is also on that trip of playing up at Mount Olive, and they're a team that's not ranked, but they receive votes in the rankings. So we're going to know pretty quickly, how our schedule is going to work out. We've also got Colorado Mesa coming to us in March, another preseason ranked team. And Belmont Abbey we're playing, and they're another team that's coming down to play us. We've had a relationship with them. I think we've played them for the last 3 or 4 years in a row now. A bunch of one-goal games, a couple overtime games actually. So it's a pretty good out-of-conference schedule.